Hi guys, Lone Vic here again. I'm back with another piece of honest talk, a series of videos in which I'm giving my subjective and hopefully honest, try as I might, opinion about games that I have in my collection, that I've played, that I've already did how to play videos of here on my channel. Today we're here with Astra from Mindclash Play, a younger sibling of Mindclash Games. In this video I'll tell you what I think are the good and not so good things about this game, according to me, after getting a good few gameplays in. If you like the video and if you would like to support what I'm doing here on my channel, there's the like button under the video, and below you'll always find the subscribe and notification bell to ring and be notified about new videos coming here on my channel on a regular basis. And if you feel like it, in the description to this video there is a link to buy me a coffee. And now, without any further delay, let's take a look at the good things that I can say about Astra. So Astra is a game for 2 to 5 players in which you will be discovering constellations on the night sky using markers and writing with those markers on these cards, dry erase cards that are provided here with the game, in a nutshell. If you want to check out how to play this game in detail, then there is a detailed how to play video here on my channel. On to the good things. I purchased Astra kind of on a whim because Mindclash Games is, I think, my favorite publisher right now, my favorite company for making games. And I'm eagerly waiting for Voidfall and Septima, and I've played Anachrony and Cerebria and Tricarion and Perseverance episodes 1 and 2 as well, and I'm waiting for the 3rd and 4th impatiently. And then I saw that Astra is being published from Mindclash Play, like this division of Mindclash Games that's going to be making simpler, more accessible games for more people, because what they usually do are games that are very high on complexity and very large games, not only in table space but also in the whole idea behind the game. And so I thought I would give it a try, just because of the trust that this company has with me. And well, I ordered the game and I got what I expected, kind of, because I got a game in which you really have the theme connected to the gameplay, and it's connected in a very original way. This is my first game in which you're not writing or painting on your own player cards only. You also do that. You have a player card where you are using your dry erase marker as well, but you're actually using those dry erase markers on the whole deck of cards that you have with the game. On each constellation you are marking those stars with your markers, and other players are doing the same thing on the same cards, and you're racing to being the player who will mark the final star and collect this constellation and, you know, score points based on that for the combinations and so forth and so on. So it's a cool original mechanic, and it kind of ties up really well into this whole concept of discovering constellations on the night sky. So that's definitely a plus. They thought it through when it comes to the theme and connection with the game mechanics. The other good thing is that it's a pretty quick game, both with the setup and teardown, although during the teardown you have to wipe off a lot of cards, so it gets a bit, you know, slow, but still I think it's faster than Twilight's Inscription when it comes to the wiping of components. The rule set is very user-friendly. It's definitely kind of an entry-level game. There is not a lot of complexity to the rule set, so I will definitely recommend this game for less experienced players as well. And the gameplay itself lasts between half an hour to an hour, depending on the number of players and how long they're thinking on their moves, but it's a pretty quick game. So definitely, when it comes to this, it feels encouraging. The quality of production is also great. The cards are large, the illustrations are nice. The main boards, if I can call them like that, because they're like basically turn trackers, they have this kind of a function, and you place the cards around them. The crystals that I think Mindclash Games adds to every game they have right now as a basic component, really. Everything here is of very good quality when it comes to the paper and everything, the print, the design of the graphics and the iconography. You see that this is done by an experienced company who know how to make games. And also when it comes to the gameplay, I think that depending on what you're expecting, if you're expecting a light game that's going to be entertaining and with a nice twist of painting on the cards and everything, marking things on the cards, those stars, and it has a cool theme, because it's a pretty original theme to be honest, then you might find it right up your alley. But then I'm going into the not so good category, and to be honest, with a heavy heart, because of my sympathy and my liking of the company basically and the logo on the box. I feel that the things that I will say in the not so good category are a bit stronger and a bit more prominent than the ones that I've mentioned in the good category. And I really tried liking this game, but out of all the roll and writes, out of all the writing games that I have, I don't think that this is going to beat any of the ones that I have already, and even the ones that you've seen in the video previously, when this was only an honorable mention, because it was freshly new back then. You can check out the video on my channel. I don't feel like this is going to break the top 3 anytime soon. And I feel that the fact that you collect those cards for which you score points as being the last player, the player who marks the last star, it kind of forces people into one-track thinking. I'm going to mark as many stars as I can, but I'm going to leave 3 or 4 so that the other players have to mark a few more, or maybe they will leave this constellation alone and then I can gather a few more to mark. And I think it's like pulling the rope kind of thing here. I don't know even if I can express it well, but it's kind of like, you know, rope pulling, and it's kind of forcing you into this very one track, a single track thinking, like that there isn't too much tactic around all of what you are doing, because you're focused on, okay, so which stars can I mark right now that I would get something out of this, but still not too many so that somebody won't get this card. And then again, on the other hand, it turns out that getting this card, unless it really fits your scoring conditions at the end of the game, doesn't really mean that it's very helpful, because some of those effects that you can trigger by gaining the card aren't that convincing. Some of them are very good and some of them you really want, and some of them are just like, I don't know why I really need that anyway. So I think that they're a bit imbalanced when it comes to that. And then again, in some games, it turns out that it's better to be the player who is the most dominant on a card, but still not get the card, because the bonuses that are printed below for the players who didn't get the card but had the most stars marked are sometimes way better or way more beneficial immediately in the short term than collecting the card itself. I know that it sounds quite convincing, because like there should be some kind of a tactic where you feel that this card is worth getting, but here I would like to have a majority, but not really collecting it, because it would be worthwhile to take those awards from the bottom of the card. But it's not really the case. We had a few games where a person won almost exclusively only by getting those bonuses from the bottom sides of the cards and not collecting almost anything on their own. We had a game where somebody won by collecting cards and not getting any bonuses, but it doesn't really give you a lot of possibilities when it comes to the tactics that you can employ in this game. It's really, like I said, maybe this is a too long and too convoluted of an explanation to what I want to get at, but that's the most important thing about this game, because the gameplay kind of focuses you to think only about one thing, whether I need to collect this card or I'm satisfied with what's on the bottom of this. And if I'm satisfied with what's on the bottom of the card, I just need a few stars on it, but let's chill and let's go somewhere else. So it's not that versatile, I would say. And that's my main gripe with it, to be honest. And that's why I don't really feel that it sits well within my area of favorites when it comes to especially writing games, but games all in all. I prefer something that games that give me a few more options still. I know that it might increase the complexity of the game, but this game could have been a bit more complex and still be a good entry-level game, I feel, in this way. So I am slightly disappointed by Astra. Not disappointed to a degree that I would get rid of this game from my shelf. I know I will be coming back to it sometimes because the theme is pretty attractive for me personally, but I expected a bit more. And this is the sentence that I will end this part of the video with, and let's go to the summary right now. So, like I said, thematically, the game is great. The mechanics and the theme are very well connected, and I forgot to add that there is a little nice flavor of being able to download a book with the mythology for all of those constellations from the web page, and those stories, this mythology is a very good, cool background and gives a lot of fun information and kind of sits well with the theme. So if you're interested, definitely that. The rule set, pretty simple, easy to learn. I wouldn't say hard to master at the same time, but easy to learn definitely. And it's original mechanically with you writing on the cards and marking the constellations and so forth and so on. So it's kind of unique. But the gameplay, maybe from a perspective of a heavier player usually, but I found kind of lacking when it comes to the versatility of options and tactical possibilities, let's say. Even if it's a simple game, I would see a few more of those. Okay, so wrapping it up. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here with me. If you have your own opinions about Astra, if you've played it already, I'm eager to see your opinions in the comment section. And if you want to support what I'm doing here on my channel, there's the like button, there's the subscribe button, there's the notification bell to ring, and if you feel like it, in the description to the video there is a link to buy me a cup of coffee as well. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Stay safe. See you soon back here on my channel with another of my videos. Lone Vic, Astra from Mindclash Play. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.